Well, I'm looking through you at the scoreboard, which shows us with a 46-point win. Mm-hmm. But dial back to 1987 when we brought Kaskaskia in here and won by 40 points and lose to them in the region tournament later on. So I've seen enough junior college basketball in 43 years to take each win for what it is. We blew them out here tonight, and perhaps maybe they're looking ahead a little bit. But, I mean, overall, an impressive win, big numbers. The home fans liked it, the way we closed out the regular season. And so a lot of positive things, including the fact we're 26-3 with a 20-game winning streak.
Yeah, it was great to close it out with the sophomores. I thought, we had some good performance out of sophomores. We had some good performance out of the freshmen. I thought we were much better in the second half. I thought the second half, I wasn't real pleased at halftime, to be honest with you. I just didn't think our competitive toughness was where it needed to be. And I thought our energy, our flair, our intensity, you saw it in guys like Dayton Williams. I thought Dayton Williams was a much different player in the second half. But you saw it across the board. I thought our intensity defensively, our confidence and assertiveness on offense were all much better in the second half.
He ended up with 13 of his 17 points in the second half. I had a glitch in my score sheet. Bryson actually ended up with 26 points. I had him with 28, and his number's right under Dayton's number's right under Bryson. That's where I went wrong on my score sheet. But two outstanding offensive shows. Bryson obviously can score, really dialed in on the three tonight. He had 5 threes. That's a real positive, coming off a game in which he only had 2 points against them earlier. So he's established himself as certainly one of our leading scorers and a very definite threat to score with the basketball every time he touches the ball.
He can really shoot it, and he's really athletic, and he's learning. I thought Mayo Swansea was really good, and he's ascending. That's why you work all year. You work all year so you can get better. Sometimes it falls your way early, sometimes it falls your way late. Mayo has gotten a lot better. You saw that. I just thought our energy was better. I thought Christian in the first half was a little tentative and looked a little bothered by things. And, in the second half, in the second half, a different guy. Not different strategy. We didn't have any different strategies, a different attitude about how to attack it. And hopefully he takes that into the postseason.
They started the game out really, I think, by pushing that zone way out on the floor. And Bryson was shooting over it. He got that long three down there off the left side. And, of course, inside to El Miraji and a Conmoose. They adjusted their defense a little, but I thought they were really trying to force it out on the floor in the first half.
We just got tentative. And, we still scored plenty of points, but you could just see we were allowing them to have some control of things. That's reasons I wasn't happy at halftime. Thought we let the ball get close to the basket. Some in the last 10 minutes of the first half, and hey man, you just got to step up. And I think we got LeBron's a little dinged, and they'll fight through it or he can't. I mean, he'll try. But in that we got some guys like, hey, y'all got to step up and play. Y'all can play. We're fine. You got to play. We got plenty here to play and beat everybody. But you got to step up and take it on. And I thought we did that in the second half much better.
He made at least 4 trips. LeBron made 4 trips, I think, to the training room. And when he came out of the game for the last time, his body language told me that he was uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, he's uncomfortable. That's where it is. You get a little back, and that's where we're at right now. But, if you can go, you goes. If you can't, you can't. And, the rest of the guys got to play. We like I said, we got guys can play, and they just got to do it.
Hit 68% from the floor in the second half. A lot of those were shots inside, taking advantage. If we play them again, I mean, you develop a strategy for the next game. It may be them. It may be Olney Central. But, again, you're going to come back on Monday and have to play in the region tournament, perhaps against the Blue Devils. So you've got a week to get ready for that.
We'll just get ready to be a basketball team like we do every day. Whoever's there is there, whatever they choose to do. They may play man, they may play zone, they may press, just like everybody. They may do anything they want to try to do. At this time of year, you have to be prepared for all of it, and I think we will be. Now, will we play well enough, or does the other team play better than us? We'll see. I just want to make sure we play, and I thought in the second half was much better in the attempt to actually just play and compete.
Recognition of tonight's player of the game is underwritten by the Vincennes Hampton Inn at 2863 Ford Road, the official hotel for visiting teams here at VU. And, look down here, Tribal with 26 points in the ball game. I got to perhaps give him the nod, but we have some other guys in double figures as well.
Yeah, it probably goes for Tavell, but I thought that, we had a number of guys step up and play. I thought that, it was a good, especially in the second half, a very good team effort. I thought everybody was defending. I thought everybody was attacking, getting to their spots offensively, playing much more assertively. Thought we got on the glass. Look, again, these last two basketball games, we've had, astronomical rebounding advantages. Nights 43-17. It was about 42-18 or 19 against Wabash.
It was 43-15, I believe.
So, these guys, we've always been a rebounding basketball team, and, these guys have bought into that, and, that's a huge advantage for us, and we'll need to maintain that advantage come postseason time.
As a matter of fact, Okami got his fourth double-double of the season. He had 11 rebounds to lead us in that department in the ball game tonight. So over the next week, now we get ready to play on Monday. Of course, next week is going to be midterm or spring break week for the Blazers. So hopefully we're going to make 3 trips to Mount Vernon. If we have to do that next week, being on spring break, does that make it easier for the team since we don't have classes?
Yeah, it probably does, because, when that one year we had to make the late games and come back, and we're going to go to class. So our guys were having to get in late. Can't get treatment at the right times. You got to get up early in the morning. We really didn't get much sleep. That was that year we were defending champs. And, we just were stale in that championship game against Logan, who, were really good. And that third trip got us. It should be an advantage. We'll be able to sleep in the mornings, get up, get your treatments, have practice a little bit later, and those in-between days. And I think that definitely it should help. It may not be the answer, but it should help. It certainly won't hurt.
Coach, a great finish to the regular season, 26 wins, 3 in the region tournament, and maybe at least 1 in the national tournament, looking toward another 30-game season. I made a comment at the start of the broadcast. I mean, everybody strives to win 20 games as a benchmark of success. To win 30 is extraordinarily difficult. It
is. We've done it a number of times because we've had really good players, and the thing is that on our guys, and you got to give them credit for the last 28 years, because I got to talk about my guys at Southeastern. We haven't had a lot of bad losses, meaning somebody shouldn't beat you comes and beats you, and that's hard when you're in our position. And this year, you go 16-0 in the district is another example of that. We're really proud of the fact of how we have been able to be consistent, have guys that show up, work, prepare, care, night in, night out, and that's what this team's done. That's how you win 20 in a row. And we got guys getting better. You see our freshmen tonight, and if they can keep getting better over the next couple weeks, it should be a real problem. And I would think tonight should put a definitive stamp on, our trip to Hutch, which, if we get to go again, which it looks like we probably might, it's an incredible run. It would be 12 and 13 years. The one year we didn't was second year of COVID, and we were a little out of sorts. But this team is, I think when we're 6-3, I think a lot of people were thinking, well, this might not be one of those years. And, we were looking down the barrel of having Triton and Logan and guys coming in right there as we're sitting on the fence. And these guys gritted their teeth, got better, won those games, and really have taken off since. And, it is a special group. They've had a special year. I mean, 16-0 in this district. We're undefeated against the Illinois teams. We're about 23-0, counting the teams in the North. And that's include all the best teams in the North this time. This team is done the first thing you have to do in a season. It has ruled its area, right? This part of its world, it said, okay, it's Illinois, Indiana's our deal. We've seen all of them. We've played all of them. And these guys haven't lost any of them, so you got to give this bunch a bunch of credit. The big question is, if we go to Hutchinson, will they get your record right in the program? Well, they don't ever put me in the program, so I don't know if they would worry about the record. If we go, I guess I'll be officially second by myself in trips to go to Hutch. I don't know what's going to happen. One day we actually end up first, and I'm still not in there. Well, they got Gene Best in there and Alan Bradfield and Dan Sparks, and you should be right in there with them. And every year they leave you out of the program, and every year you're livid. Livid. It's a little bit personal at some point in time. I mean, God darn, guys, this is what everybody strives to do, and here we are. Going to be second all time in it right now. One back of Gene, who's all time great. I mean, one trip away. 57 years old. I'm still not that old. I mean, it might be a good thing, but I'm not sure I'm the favorite son in Hutch, and that's okay. That's all right, Coach. Congratulations.